Hello, would like to talk about the theory-based question with you, and then please get ready with your test 1.5 and also test 1.6. Okay, and for the 1.6, okay, I would like to talk about 1.6 first, and then you are having this kind of questionnaire which is talking about agricultural sustainability. Sorry for the vertical showing, and right now it should be horizontal should be better. Okay, and also for the big blur here. Okay, it should be about the agricultural activities. Okay, and there are different questions. For example, what is the frequency of the expenditure user exceeding the income of the farm, percentage of the income contributed to the investment, so on and so forth. Okay, social sustainability as well as the environmental sustainability. So accordingly, after assessment of this kind of sustainability indicator, and then we will have a score, and then we are going to compare two of these. Okay, so right now you can see for A, this one merit and one demerit of using this questionnaire to collect the data, and you can see actually I have go through with you before, and the most important thing is this one. Okay, quantifying qualitative data. Okay, which is we are trying to for example, Mr. Leung is handsome. You know it's not that, but if you want to rate how Mr. Leung how handsome is Mr. Leung, what should you do? Give him a 5 star. Okay, so but actually in nature, whether Mr. Leung is handsome or ugly, there are no objective judgment for this. So accordingly, we are going to give maybe Mr. Leung is 5 star handsome, 4 star handsome, 3 star handsome, so on and so forth. Okay, so this kind of score by trying to quantifying the qualitative data is really this thing talking about. So which is the same, and then we are going to quantifying the qualitative stuff right here. Okay, so how about the demerit? Demerit, maybe it can just simple question, and then the detailed qualitative stuff is not very well addressed, and then the answer tends to be abstract. Okay, and then one more merit for this should be the it is really going to directly collecting the data from the farmers. Okay, let's explain the part of questionnaire affect the data reliability and suggest how to improve those parts. And you can see the frequency is not very clear for the question 1. Okay, which is always often which is quite abstract. Okay, and then for the question 3, which is talking about involve 2 main points, and it is not good for a question asking for 2 main points. It's a bit blur for the objective. Okay, so it would better ask one main point only for every question. Okay, 1 point, 1 question. And then the option of question 5 is a bit not clear. How is it? Is it not clear? Let's see. Okay, because one of them is 0 to 50%, but some the entire is having a 10 or 20 or even 5 interval, so it's a bit weird. Okay, so it's no good. And then ways to improve, how to improve that. For the question 1, you better state clearly what is the time being exceeding the income. And then question 3, you would better put 1 point into 1 question. Okay, just asking 1 point for 1 question only. Okay, and then fair answer option by giving a fair answering interval for the question number 5. Okay, number B1, be careful. B1 don't just draw. You may doubt that why don't it is why shouldn't it is points. Okay, but for here I think it would better shown as a bar, because it is going to be accumulative, and then Moreover, it is more easy to be comparison between two things. Okay, if we are really going to compare two things, it would be two different kinds of things with same category. Bar graph will definitely better. Okay, bear in mind the title, keys, and also y-axis and also x-axis. Okay, so what kind of conclusion can be made? Some of the students cannot give me the data, but data is very important to us. Okay, and then explanation by means of those economic sustainability factors, social sustainability factors, as well as environmental sustainability factors. Okay, so accordingly, Farmer B, because it is having a higher social value, social sustainability, which is providing a greater recreational and also educational activities. Okay, and then promoting, and then the environment is more protecting based on here, mainly. Okay, like this. And then for the environmental sustainability, is talking about this. Okay, and then for others, maybe you can tell me about using fewer GM crops or promoting agriculture to the entire public, so on and so forth. Okay, the most important thing, which is about the question number C, because most of the students can just get 1 or 2 marks only. Okay, for here. But why? You have to give me different kinds of data or information necessary for further study on the agricultural sustainability. So, if we are talking about agricultural sustainability, what should we think about? Actually, no matter what kind of things, let's get back to the farming system. So, okay, but definitely you need to be aware of the situation. But most of the time, if we are talking about different kinds of agricultural studies, it would better be investigating about the farming system. To start with the farming system. Okay, for example, in cultural aspect, we are having labor, we are having government, we are having capital, we are having technology, we are having market, so on and so forth. Okay, how about the physical factor? Maybe we are talking about climate, soil, relief, those kind of things. So what can be done for talking about the agricultural sustainability? So maybe we can investigate about the soil. Maybe we can investigate about the relief. Okay, how about the labor is doing really doing something sustainable? How government helping us? Rather the cost of maintaining the agricultural sustainability is high or low. The technology involved to achieve the agricultural sustainability is high or low, and also how about the market perception to the agricultural sustainability. I think no matter what kind of question the last question talking about, you better analyze it with a farming system. Okay, bear in mind farming system, lah, DSE just having farming system this just having competitive farming this year. So I think to start with, or to KO this last part of the question, I really suggest you think about the farming system. Okay, so accordingly, let's check out the answer, whether it's far away from my point of view or not. Okay, no, capital 啦 technology 啦 I really haven't checked out the answer before 㗎 okay Mr. Leung is very busy and no time for preparation, okay. Market from crops 啦 soil quality 啦 water quality 啦 people knowledge 啦 but not just talking about the data should be investigated. We also have to focus about the means, okay. So how to achieve this kind of how to collect this kind of data, okay. Maybe we are doing the interview, maybe we are going to doing a questionnaire survey, just like the previous just like the question talking about instrument. What kind of instrument? For example, soil quality. Soil quality. We are using the pH value, pH meter, sieve. Do you still remember? And also maybe we are using the oven to check out the mass before it's being heated, or and before it's being heated, or and also after it's being heated to check out the content of the moisture, and also the organic matter. Okay, water quality lah, maybe we can check out the E. coli lah. E. coli level of the matter of the water lah. One more for the soil soil NPK meter. Do you still remember this? To check out the nutrient content of the soil, okay, which is also very good. Okay, so in general, the thing should be like this. Okay, later for test 1.5, the thing will also be similar. So, in order to safeguard this very last part of your question, of your fieldwork-based question, I really suggest you to start with a framework which is about your farming system. Okay，你見到 farming system 咧推落嚟咧，咁其實大部分都答到嘢，只不過係話嗰啲 factor 你用啲咩方法去調查佢啫嘛。OK，for example income, maybe we are using questionnaire interview. OK，farming technology. We can also use the we can use the drone, or we can use the Google Earth to check out the farming pattern of certain area. Okay, training, check out the policy paper from the government, or if it's in Hong Kong, maybe we check out the cattle farm 加到你農場 okay, to see what kind of technology the cattle farm is going to provide to the farmer. Market for the crop, maybe we are going to ask the farmer by questionnaire and also interview as well. Soil quality, like this, as I said before, right in the screen already. And then water, E. coli maybe. Okay, and also we can have pH meter again, so on and so forth. Okay, people knowledge towards the local farming. Okay, which is also can be done by questionnaire and interview. Most of them are easy, but it just depends on whether you really have a framework in your mind or not. Okay, so I think you better grab the framework, okay, by means of the farming system. Okay, let's go to the test 1.5. Okay, 1.5, which is about the different soil situation. Okay, list the reason why the student choose 8 pieces of the farmland for field study. Why is 8 pieces? Maybe it's more easy to deal with, easy to compare and analyze. Planting similar kinds of crops for comparison, and then similar area easy to go. Okay, and then name 2 instruments. Okay, and explain their use of measuring the soil pH value. Okay, most of you tell me soil pH meter and soil pH paper. I'm not going to say that it's totally wrong, but you can see here, if you telling the same instrument which is serving the same function, definitely not a very clever idea. So instead, what should you do? Shuffle lah. Okay, digging out the surface soil lah, distill water lah, mixing with the soil sample so that the pH meter are more easy to be finding out the pH value 咯。OK 咁你點都要個鏟起啲泥啩。OK so you have to make up your mind, and then trying not to be stubborn about just finding out the soil pH value for all the things that the instrument is just about finding out the pH value. Okay, we need other instruments, just like for example the sieve. Okay, checking out the grain size, the soil grain size. 你都唔會就咁話係 sieve 噶嘛。Okay, you are not just using the sieve. Before we put the soil into the sieve, we need to use an oven to heat the soil into I forget how many degrees. Is it 180 degrees, something like that? Okay, and then make the water dried out. Okay, so oven also needed. So just try not to be stubborn on this criteria, okay? Because you can see the marking criteria, they really lead you to have a very accurate description of the data collection with two or more instruments. So if you are just stuck on one type of instrument, I think it's not a good idea, okay? Scalar diagram lah, okay? Most of you do a good job, just don't draw the line. And please remember what is the title of the scalar diagram. And also remember the independent variables should be here, okay? This no good. If you are mixing up the independent variable and dependent variable, gauge independent variable which is doing an active role, okay? And then right here, passive role, okay? So you should know what's happening, okay? And then next one. Explain the statistical diagram. In B1 can best present the data. Why statistical diagram can help to explain the data? Because it can show the relationship between two variables. Bear in mind, scalar diagram always can show the relationship between two variables. Okay, rather the pH value higher and it will going to affect the yield higher. Okay, best to talk about the causal relationship. Okay, which is cause and effect relationship to check out whether strong or weak. Easy to interpret. You guys are very keen on this. Okay, all the things just say, oh, easy to say, easy to interpret, so on and so forth. Okay, again, proving the hypothesis. Sometimes it can be invalid, okay. Most of you just tell me it's valid. Don't stuck on whether it's valid or invalid. Just believe on the figure you are having on your hand. Okay, Mr. Leung cannot give you a very almighty ultimate answer. Okay, so please really have a clear looking on the data. Okay, hypothesis invalid because the crop rot X is not suitable to grow in the mildly alkaline soil. Okay, because the acidic soil lower and then neutral soil higher. But how about alkaline soil? Lower again. So it is better in the neutral soil. Okay 咁你睇數據係應該答到問題嘅，唔好走去問我話有冇一個萬變不離其中嘅答案，好似頭先 farming system 嗰啲答案咁。好坦白講，頭先我 farming system 嗰陣時，我俾個萬變不離其中嘅答案，你又唔用而家嚟走嚟問我攞答案，人哋明明啲 data 都 list 晒，你睇 data 啦，唔該求下你啦，好冇 ？OK next. And for here, the answer is not very detailedly provided, but anyway, I can show you the something similar with the with here. Okay, so accordingly, another field topic we can carry out in the area shown in the figure 1A. Describe and explain the method of data collection. 喂，頭先啱啱1.6做完啲咩？ What have you done in the test 1.6? It can be a good tools for you to grab on it and then try to tell us here. Okay, maybe we are just going to do the questionnaire on whether the sustainability is okay or not, and then we can write a lot which include the sustainability, which can include the economics, the society, and also environment. And then we can provide some instrument to identify one by one. Okay, don't mention something we have already done in the particular question. For example, environment, don't talk about soil anymore. Okay, because the examiner will find you very annoying. 我都做咗 soil， 你又做多次 soil 做咩啫 ？OK maybe we can do economic. Okay, we can check out the income by questionnaire. Okay, the investment of the questionnaire. Okay. So maybe you are telling others how many tourists will come to here lah. What kind of thing? What are the budget on the education or promotion those kind of thing lah. Environment instead maybe we are using not just deal with the soil. Maybe we are just going to check out how many chemical fertilizer is used. Those kind of thing can be again, which is also about the farming system. If you can grab the farming system well, and then the every input in the farming system well, and then I think you can implement this kind of farming system in the past C, and then I think you can deal with it somehow. Okay, so that is the end of the reminders of the FBQ. Okay, good luck in your midterm. Bye.